Since PlayStation 5 came out, there's been the eternal question over gamers and PlayStation users. Is it worth buying PlayStation 5? Or at the moment, right now, PlayStation 4 can give you the same performance? The thing is that with the pass of time, the games that are being launched are PlayStation 5 games, and PlayStation 4 games are getting obsolete. And you don't get the same amount of games, of video games now, of new releases on PlayStation 4 than on PlayStation 5. That is for sure a disadvantage. But let's have a look to the real thing. I need to be honest, the graphics are a bit better on PlayStation 5 as one should expect. But there's no much difference actually between graphics from PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. At least it's not the difference we had some years ago when a new console like PlayStation 3 was introduced in the market. The graphics, the difference between the graphics on PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 was huge. And so it was from graphics from PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3. But the difference now is not so obvious, it's not so big. And that is because PlayStation 4 already got massive, incredible graphics. The graphic resolution in many games in PlayStation 4 was awesome, so you won't notice a big difference. Second setback, the price. The price is still very high. You can get a PlayStation 5 for, you can get one in Europe for about 400 euros, in pounds, perhaps a little bit less. Dollars still 500, around $500 or even a bit more, which is actually more or less the same price in different currencies. That is not cheap at all. I remember PlayStation 4 costed a lot less from the beginning because I remember PlayStation 5 has reached very high prices, like eight or 900 euros, which is too much. Another thing that may help you to clear up your mind is the games that are being released on PlayStation 5 are not so. I mean, uh, PlayStation 4. I mean, PlayStation 4 had great games like Red Dead Redemption 2, or now the most recent, The Ghost of Tsushima, and so on. I mean, you had great video games that made worth buying PlayStation 4. But by now, at the moment, there are no great or games that haven't been released on PlayStation 4 that have been on PlayStation 5 that make it worth buying PlayStation 5. That's what I mean. There's another setback. I mean, there's of course games that are very interesting. For me, I've seen a couple of driving games that have just been released on PlayStation 5, and I have the option of buying it, but it's still very expensive, as I said. Or I may wait, and that's what I'm going to do at the moment. I have been tempted on buying PlayStation 5, but actually the thing was I just was gonna buy a PlayStation 5 just to play a couple of driving games. I don't know if that's worth actually. What I have in mind is just waiting for great games to be released on that platform, PlayStation 5, and I'm sure with the time you will only have great games being released on PlayStation 5, and they'll stop, as they always do, releasing games on PlayStation 4. That's obvious and that's natural if they have launched a new console into the market, as PlayStation 5 is. So they will wish to sell PlayStation 5 in one way or another, and that's gonna come the moment when the PlayStation 4 games are just out-fashioned, and you'll have new titles on PlayStation 5 that won't be made for PlayStation 4, and that time's gonna come. For example, everyone is thinking now on GTA 6, which is gonna come probably next year, and I guess it's just only gonna be launched on PlayStation 5. That game may worth buying PlayStation 5, but as I said, at the moment, I don't think games are so attractive for me on this new platform, this new version of PlayStation 5. So it's worthless. It's worthless at the moment buying PlayStation 5. At least that's what I think. Unless you are a big gamer and you spend a lot of hours playing PlayStation and you are interested in new games that come out every week, every month, I wouldn't buy PlayStation 5 at the moment because it is not worth, and it is not because the performance it offers is not that's just not pay off the price of this new console. I still keep on enjoying games on PlayStation 4, and I know this is a battle against time because if you go to game stores, you find less and less video games available for PlayStation 4, and that's a fact. Even if you go to a second-hand shop, you'll find less and less games progressively for PlayStation 4. But this is a battle against time for sure. But at least now, uh, as I see, you don't find great video games on PlayStation 5 that you cannot find on PlayStation 4. So the best thing is just waiting to time where the PlayStation 5 just gets even cheaper than now, and it should get cheaper when more and more people has it, I suppose. I mean, it's still ridiculous that amount of money, the amount of money that it cost, it already cost. So just in case this video made you clear up your mind, thank you for listening, and I hope you can subscribe to the channel, give a like, and so on. It will help me to keep on uploading new material and new videos in this blog channel. Thank you.